Welcome back to another lesson. In this class, we are going to see about articulators. What are articulators? What is the role of articulators in producing the speech sound? Let's look. Tongue and lips are the articulators of speech sounds. Okay, let me see the picture. See, in the previous class, we saw how we receive the air, how the lungs receives the air, purifies it through alveoli, sends it to brain. Brain sends a message to the lung to pump the air out. The lungs pumps the air out. So again the air comes to the windpipe, passes through the vocal cord, and it comes to the phonatory system, where the speech sound is either passes through the mouth or passes through the nose. Sometimes it passes through both. The air which passes through the mouth or passes through the nose or either passes through both now comes to the final stage, that is the lips and the teeth. Here, what role does it do? What is the role of the teeth and what is the role of the lips in producing the speech sound? That are articulators. Tongues and lips are articulators of speech sounds. For production of speech sounds, the tongue is divided into tip, the blade, the front, the back, and the root. Okay, the extreme end of the tongue is the tip. Immediately after the tip is the blade. The blade lies opposite to teeth ridge. Okay, this is the teeth, alveolar ridge is the teeth ridge. The blade here is our tongue. Okay, most important part to produce the speech sound. Either it touches the teeth ridge to produce the speech sound or it opens. Okay, so most important. So tongue has 4 tip, blade, front, back, and the root. Beyond the blade is the front part of the tongue. The front part of the tongue lies opposite to hard palate. What is hard palate here? So beyond this there's a tongue, and beyond this tongue there is a tongue which lies opposite to hard palate, oral cavity. So here below the hard palate there is the front part of, see here is a tip, front and back, and the root part of the tongue. Okay, I have seen the tongue here. I have just there's a figure tongue which has the tip, front tip is above the alveolar ridge, tip is above the alveolar ridge, below the alveolar ridge, front part of the tongue is below the hard palate, and back part of the tongue is below the soft palate. So beyond the plate is the front part of the tongue. The front part of the tongue lies opposite to hard palate. The back of the tongue lies opposite to soft palate. Beyond the back of the tongue is the root. Okay, you will see it clearly in this picture. Now if you consider this as the tongue, you see I have just written tongue, and there's a tip of the tongue which is below the alveolar ridge, is the teeth ridge. And there's a front part of the tongue which is below the hard palate, and there is a hard back of the tongue which is below the soft palate, and root below the vulva. Below the soft palate there is a root of the tongue. Now lips play an important role in production of speech sound. Lips play a vital role in producing the following sounds like pill, bill, mill. For producing the above sounds, the lips are tightly shut and open. Let me show it in the picture. See, lips. If there is no tongue and there is no lips, and we are not going to produce good speech sounds. Though the respiratory system, the phonatory system functions properly, we need a proper tongue and proper lips to produce good speech sound. So hence the articulators play a vital role in producing the speech sounds. Listen, the articulators. So articulators are tongue and lips, primary and two tongue and lips. The tongue is divided into, and the blade there's a blade which is divided into front, back, and the root. Most important part of the most important part in the final stage of producing the speech sound. So speech sound, when it comes from the respiratory system, goes to phonatory system. From phonatory system, it comes to the articulatory system. So articulatory system finally delivers the speech sound in a well defined manner. Thank you. Let's see in the next lecture.